What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to that one show where we talk RCs. Red Cat related, of course. Welcome back to Red Cat Live for yet another week's installment of the show. Live show where we like to talk about all kinds of things related to Red Cat Racing, from beginning to end, top to bottom, just an all-out good time. So if this is your first time here, thank you. Thank you so very much. If you are following us and checking out this video at a later time, say on YouTube, make sure you check that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you don't miss out on any future episodes coming at you. So we got kind of a different episode going on today. As always, anytime I'm out of town, I like to do a wrap up, let everyone know what went on, how it went down, and even share with you guys some pictures and video footage of the show that we were at last week. We'll follow up with talking a little bit about a sale that is going on right now that we talked a little bit about last week and the week prior to that. But there's something specifically going on sale tomorrow that I just kind of want to let everyone know about and remind of a great opportunity if it fits your needs and your wallet. So before we get any further, let's say what's up to everyone in the chat here. Louis Alcala, what's up, brother? How are you? Torts, what up, Torts? Stan Mercer, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining. Let me see. I'm going to mess it up. Leroy Mastre, how are you? Patrick, how are you, sir? Thank you for coming in and joining. Felix Jose Delgadillo, man, thank you for returning as always, bro. You are a stalker, Louis. It's okay. I approve of this. Jeff Ramos, thank you for joining, brother, man. Miss you, bro. David Crosby, how you doing? Stan says, I'm waiting for the Kaiju EXT that's coming up onto the sale. And yes, we'll definitely touch base on that here in just a little bit as well. Brendan Armstrong, man, if you don't know Brendan, man, you need to get to know Brendan. He needs to be your best friend if you need some paint work done. I'm just saying, dude, the dude spits fire with the spray gun. Darkwoods RC, thank you so much for hanging out, man, representing Michigan, Detroit. I love it. Jimmy Tomasino, how are you, sir? Mark Martin, how you doing? I'm going to roll into this a little bit, guys. So, you know, this last weekend, a group of the team and myself ended up heading out to the Albuquerque, New Mexico Lowrider Super Show. It was our second year attending. Last year was just fresh out of COVID. It almost didn't happen, but we did participate in that event. Definitely a lot smaller than the numbers we saw this year. This year, let me tell you, New Mexico showed up and they showed out. They did a great job. And let me tell you, the folks there in New Mexico are absolutely super hospitable. From everyone that was there, from the locals to even the car clubs that came from all around, you know, the U.S., just felt like a really good atmosphere for everyone involved. We were accepted with open arms, offered assistance every step of the way, and it was just a great all-out vibe, if I may. At the show, we ended up leaving Saturday morning about 4:30 a.m. and we landed in Albuquerque, New Mexico sometime around 2 o'clock after a few stops. We're taking a trailer full of goodies to bring to the event. We got there just in time to set up, set the whole scene up, got going, checked out the local live, checked out a local eatery, which was awesome. If you're in New Mexico, check out Cosmos. Man, that place was fire, man. The food was on point. Ended up going back the next day for the show, and the show was a huge success for us. We went in, it was way busier than we could have ever expected. There was people from all over, old friends, new friends. We got to see a lot of great smiling faces that we've recognized in the past at previous shows, and it's just kind of becoming a norm to see Red Cat Racing at the Lowrider Super Shows. With that comes another sense of coolness that I really, really want to highlight, and that is when I walk around and I'm taking photographs and pictures of cars and just getting media stuff, I'm starting to notice a trend. And that trend is children, adults, they're all bringing their Red Cat lowriders to these shows. And you see just people driving around their RC cars at the shows. And there's just no cooler feeling to that, you know, knowing where you're at and what you do for a living, and then seeing your products that you talk about daily and weekly on shows being used and utilized, you know, they're in front of you. There's just a really sense of just like a wow factor, you know. It really was a humbling experience, and I must say it was an amazing time, and without further ado, I'm going to bore you guys with a quick 3-minute video of just some highlighted pictures, video content that I was able to get to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's do that while I go ahead and check out these comments. All right, there you have it, guys. And let me tell you what, man, Patrick Lovato, man, that Monty you had, bro, that was fire with the trunk that opened up. When we had two servos attached to his rear hinges. And, dude, it worked great. I was so in love with that thing. That was so cool. Again, man, it's amazing. It's awesome to go to all these events and just firsthand see so many awesome things that are going on at shows. We got to talk to a lot of the locals there as well. And of course, after the show and having a good, successful show, we did what anyone should do, right? We hit up the local eatery. And what better than your neighborhood Applebee's? I know, it was the only thing that was open, but straight up, man, it was a good time. And I just want to take my few seconds of spotlight and just highlight and say thank you. Thank you to all the New Mexicans that accepted Red Cat Racing at their show with just open arms, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the hospitality. All right, let's get into some of these comments here really quick, guys. Robert Hitman, what's good? How are you, sir? RC Patina guy, man. Love when you stop by, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Good luck on that move. Patrick, yeah, there he is. It was cool talking to you guys there. Heck yeah. Eddie, what's going on, man? Hot Rod Kruger. This dude is responsible for me getting into the world of RC. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to take it as a compliment, but I know to somebody's spouses that may not be a fun thing, but right. I, thankfully, I don't get hate mail. Knock on wood. So we'll definitely go with the win. Thank you so much. Tim Shaw, what's going on? Representing Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Much love, much love. Thank you for that. Yoshi Rivera, what's up, Mini-Me? And Eddie, man, you got to pass to the right. Stan Mercer, he's going to get himself a white kaiju here pretty soon. So, man, I appreciate that. Good luck with that, man. They should be on sale here, rolling around here pretty soon. Alex Zamora, what's going on, man? Representing San Diego. Thank you so much for swinging on by, brother. Oh, wait. Did I read that right? Yeah, okay, I did. Robert Strait, how you doing? Raymond, what's good? Fresno, California. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Hot Rod says, yeah, good thing. It's a good thing, but my wife hates you. See what I'm saying? So the spouses tend to not be too happy with that, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. When I get ready to order my 64, let me see. 64 green. Terrence Jones, when I get ready to order my 64 Candy and Chrome Edition car, can y'all put the gold kit on it for me? Unfortunately, we do not pre-install any accessory parts. The car comes as it is. It's a hobby grade car, so you, the hobbyist, gets to enjoy the installation of it. It's not for everyone, especially for those that are newer in the hobby that just kind of feel nervous, right, about taking apart a brand new car. But rest assured, our community has a lot of people that can help out visually as well, has just giving you hints and tips to help you along your way. Jordan Ann, representing Hawaii. Oh, man, I love it, man. I love it all the way from the islands. Robert Straits, representing Ohio. Oh, man. Stan Mercer, going to buy the version 1, the OG Kaiju. I love it. I love it. So, guys, this brings me up to the next segment that we're going to be talking about. A lot of you guys already know there's been a deal going on, a daily deal at that. 30 days of deals. We decided to do something that not anyone in the RC industry has done yet. And that's try to do the biggest inclusivity sale event that we could potentially think of. And the only way to do that is to literally take every product that we know is a mover that moves on its own, slash some prices down in hopes that we can get a lot of people an opportunity to get out and about this summer. With gas prices astronomically the way they are, inflation all over being as high as it is, why not be able to save some money on what you enjoy doing the most within the hobby? So that was our way of just trying to get more out there, get our name out there as well. It's a win-win for everyone. And so far, it's been doing really well. A lot of products have been moving out. The warehouse is working double time. Everyone is doing their part, and you guys seem to be enjoying the products you're getting. And that's all that it's about. And we appreciate all of the support for that. Now, with that said, the 30 days of deals, let me see if I can bring this up a little bit, guys. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to block my face off here for a second, guys. So 30 days of deals, guys. Just so you guys know, today we have the Wendigo kit, or the Wendigo ready to run on sale. And we're going to have a couple other things coming up, right? Tomorrow we have the LRH 285 chassis. We're going to have a blackout Purple Monte Carlo Ducono. For those of you guys who are into the Kaiju, next Wednesday, the white Kaiju goes on sale. The blue 64 goes on sale the day after, the green Monte Carlo. So there's still opportunities to get some really good deals, especially if you are, at this point, able to look at this calendar, save it as the image. We have it on our Instagram and our Facebook. It's pinned at the top of our Facebook page to prepare you, right? And originally, we could have just kept it blank and not said anything to anyone, and whatever the deal is, it is. But we thought that if we change it up and allow you guys to see what is coming out, maybe it'll prepare you guys a little bit more, able to budget a little bit more towards the rest of the month to potentially get the product that you've been eyeing and wanting, but just maybe a little slightly out of reach, especially with things the way they are. So the 30 days of deals is going to continue throughout the rest of the month, but in particular, a lot of people that are still dying to get into the RC lowrider scene are extremely sticker shocked with a 64 at $599. I get it. $599 is a steep hit when you're trying to get into a sector of the hobby, and it, in a lot of ways, kind of brings out the one question: is it for everyone? Right? With that mentality in mind, and the all inclusivity fanatics that we are, with trying to include everyone in the hobby, we decided that the LRH 285 chassis was going to go on sale, and we actually had a specific price for it. We decided to drop that price a little bit more, and you guys are going to be a little bit shocked tomorrow when you see this hit your email at midnight. Midnight, you should be getting an email. If you are not signed up for a newsletter, check out the link in the description of this video. It'll share it with you, the link to our webpage, so that you can go all the way to the bottom, click the newsletter link, and then just add your email so that we can send you emails on these deals daily. Every email should come in between 12 and 12:15 a.m. and is good for the 24 hours. It will expire again at 12 or 11:59 p.m. that night. So why the LRH 285? Why tomorrow? What makes tomorrow any different than the other stuff, the other deals that we've had? Well, you're looking potentially, after you buy the car and a clear body for the 64, about a 30% savings overall. That's huge. I mean, you're talking about 30% savings off of $599 at the end of the day. So now may be the best time to jump on board. What is the LRH 285? The LRH 285 is this chassis that sells, that's underneath the 64 itself. The very, very first run of 64s that we had some issues with paint. So we took the bodies off of all those cars and decided that, you know what, there may be a market for people that want to buy a 64 that don't want a blue, don't want the red, don't want the green, don't want the purple. They want their own paint job. They want to do their own. They're a hobbyist. They're a diehard hobbyist that do paint work all the time. Then this deal's for you. You may be the person that is shopping for a Father's Day gift, and it may be, you know, a little bit of a tighter time, and we're maybe counting pennies a little bit more than we used to. Well, then this deal, again, is for you as well. It fits a lot of different shoes, and it fits the needs for a lot of different people. The LRH 285 chassis, the way it comes, did not come with the installed tow-in correction parts. So we tell everyone that the car itself is essentially the 64 box and everything minus the body. We just take the body off. That allows you to then buy a clear body, paint it any way you want, put the gold trim kit, throw some wheels on it, and still be under that $599 price point. So for you guys that are enthusiasts and want to do something really cool, now may be the time to do so. If you're trying to add another 64 to your stable and maybe we want to work on it later and collect a body a month from now and kind of space it out, again, this may be for you as well. So what is included in the box? Let's go over that. All right, here we have essentially the exact same box that you would see that would arrive when you order a 64. It comes in this nice white box. We have the Red Cat logo in the front, identification as to what color it is here, and in this one there is no color. It just has a sticker over the color that says no body. So we'll go ahead and open this bad boy up. Upon opening, you're going to notice that the box inside is the 64 box. Nothing's different here, right? You guys, a lot of you guys that are in the hobby, in the RC lowrider scene, already know this box very well. For all of you guys that don't, and this is your first time seeing it, this is the box that comes with your 64. One of the nicest boxes that I think I've ever seen in the RC industry ever. Why? Because when I go to events, such as the event that I was in at Pomona, California for the Culture of the Low and the Slow that Delegations RC and Block Boys RC put on, all I saw were boxes everywhere, scattered underneath tables. Why? Because people use these boxes to transport their cars. It's literally the best way to transport them, minimizing damage, scratches, wear and tear on your car. So it just makes sense to use it. Upon opening the box, I'm going to take the lid off here. All right. The first thing you're going to find, as usual and as always, is going to be the 64 Owner's Manual. Obviously, you'll notice there's no sticker kit inside of here. Why? Because, again, there is no body in the box. You're going to find the tow-in correction parts inside of the box itself. These toe-in correction parts will help adjust the toe of the front tires. See, when the 64 first came out on the first and second run, when you would lift the car all the way up, the front tires would end up towing in, making the car really difficult to steer. One way that a lot of people can make adjustments is removing the end points to lower the front of the car a little bit. That would allow you to steer better. Installing these parts and making some adjustments to lower a little bit actually ends up being the best fix that we've been able to see. And it works really well on the 64. Does it take away all of the camber and all of the toe? No, it doesn't, but it minimizes it to a point where the car is actually usable again. And it's not just sitting there dragging tires, scraping them across the concrete or pavement or the kitchen floor, wherever you choose to drive your car. So toe-in parts will have to be installed. And to a lot of the new hobbyists, that could potentially sound intimidating and feel intimidating to do. It really isn't. We have a video on YouTube, and I shared the link on the description of this video for you to have and always go back. But we're also going to play the video for you guys here in a little bit, showing you guys how to swap it out. Literally, it takes about 3 minutes or so per side to do for the person that has the tools ready to go and has the car in front of them on the table. So it's not a tedious thing to do. It's just a matter of just removing and reinstalling parts. So what's in the box? Let's move on. You're going to have your top foam piece, like always on the 64. You have this awesome cavity that if you take off the top foam, exposes your LR6X radio. The LR6X radio does have all of your controls, right? All your toggles for your front and rear. This is the flagship remote for the 64, as well as the Monte Carlo. In essence, it's going to be the flagship remote for anything RC lowrider related moving forward. Inside the box itself, again, you're going to see some paper just to minimize vibration during shipping. And you're going to notice that you got the chassis, which is the first thing you see. We didn't remove anything else. You still have you have the battery sitting right there, your nickel metal hydrate. You have your set of plates that allows you to remove and add weight to the back battery tray underneath the battery to compensate for your style of driving and or how much weight you're adding to your body. Removing the chassis is very simple. Just grab it, put it down. Before we get into that, you'll notice that inside the box, you have your USB charger that comes included with every 64 in Monte Carlo. You also have your data link cable that will allow you to, if you ever need to, perform software updates to your radio through our website. And we'll let you guys know when there are updates at this time. Putting this box aside, we'll get into the actual chassis itself. As I mentioned, guys, if I were to have a 64 body slapped on this is exactly how it would come. So everything is here minus the body. It does come included with the Reefs 300 Alacrity servo in the front, the dual 25 kg servos in the rear, your 6-channel receiver, your HexFly, ESC. There's really not much else that needs to be said. You have the standard wheels. Obviously, it's a standard chassis, and there's that toe and camber that I was talking about in the front that would happen. So when you would go forward, the tires would tend to just kind of grab, and it wasn't going to work, right? So us seeing that we could have done better, we did better. And being, as we always do as Red Cat, we own up to any mistakes that happen like this. So what we did is we had a mold recreated so that we can make parts that would replace the spindle and the tie rod arms themselves to allow for better articulation and movement going up and down, thus correcting the angle of your front tires and making the car drivable, especially when you're locked up in the front. So a lot of folks didn't know that this existed because you're getting into the scene a lot later. For all of you guys that have been diehard RC lowrider fans since the beginning, you guys know this. I'm beating a dead horse, and I'm sorry, maybe this episode may fully not be for you. But at the same time, that's what we're all here for, right? We're all here to enjoy it from the top to bottom, beginning to end. So these parts, again, can feel and sound intimidating to install. They're really not. I've done so many that I can literally do them with my eyes closed. Don't quote me on that, but that's just a figure of speech. I've done that many. With that said, I want to show you guys the video that we create that is available to all of you via our Red Cat racing channel on YouTube. I'm going to play it here as well so you guys can see it and see how easy it is to replace. So if you've never done it or want information on it, here it is. I'm going to share this video with you and I'm going to catch up on these comments here in just a little bit. Thank you guys so much for being patient.
In this video, we will be showing you how to swap out the steering parts on the Redcat 64, specifically the spindle and the tie rod. This will hopefully be useful to you if you're switching over to the new steering parts made to minimize toe-in with the front suspension fully extended. For this job, you'll need the replacement parts, some needle nose pliers, a 1.5mm hex driver, and also a 4.5mm socket will make things a bit easier. First step is to remove the wheel. You should be able to remove the knockoff and nut with your fingers. If it's too tight, put a piece of cloth over the knockoff and gently twist off with some needle nose pliers. Next, remove the 12mm hex and the hex pin. Then you're going to use the 1.5mm hex driver to remove the lock screws on the lower and upper control arm. Then use the hex driver to push the pin out of the end of the control arms. You can use the pliers to grab the pin and pull it the rest of the way out. Also, go ahead and pop the tie rod off of the ball studs using the pliers. You should now be able to pull the C-hub off the control arms. Set the chassis aside for now. The next step is to remove the spindle from the C-hub using the 1.5mm hex driver to loosen the kingpin screws. Now remove the axle and use the driver to push the bearings out. Next, you will want to remove the ball stud from the spindle. This is a trivial task with a 4.5mm socket, but if you don't have one, pliers will do the trick. Go ahead and install the ball stud onto the new spindle, making sure you have the right one for the side of the car that you're working on. Push the bearings in place in the new spindle. You may need to squeeze these in with some pliers or a vise to get them all the way flush. Don't squeeze so hard that you break the plastic, however. Then go ahead and put the axle back into the spindle. Now place the spindle back in the C-hub and tighten the kingpin screws. You want these to be snug so that the spindle doesn't wobble around any, but not so tight that it can't turn freely in the C-hub. Keep in mind that the C-hub is symmetrical, so don't worry too much about putting it back on the car exactly as it came out. Now let's put the C-hub back on the control arms. Put the pins back in place and then replace the retaining screws. Keep in mind the upper control arms are not the same on both sides of the car, so on the other side you will need to press in the upper pivot pin from the back. Now pop on the new tie rod using pliers to snap it onto the ball studs on the steering arm and on the rack. Next, put the hex pin back in, replace the hex, and put your wheel back on. The wheel should only be tightened finger tight and it should spin freely. That's it. Thanks for watching and enjoy your 64.
I'm back. My bad. That was Mr. Matt Jackson, guys. Made a great video for you guys to be able to utilize and use so that you guys can do you guys' installation on your 64. Right? The video is available on our website, sorry, on our YouTube channel. So if you go on to Red Cat Racing on YouTube and look up toe in, and not toe as in TOW, but TOE as in your big toe, okay? You should be able to find the video as well. But always know that the video link is in the description of this video. You can always go back and take a look at it so that you can, again, do it kind of firsthand and make sure that you don't make any mistakes when you install them. The worst mistake that you can do is that the parts are going to end up looking even crazier with the steering angles and the toe in. And if that happens, it's pretty obvious that you have some parts that need to be swapped. So not a big deal, very small, but it should be doable. Now going back into some of these messages, let's double check here. There were some questions being asked. Let me see. Drew, what's going on, sir? Yoshi, bro, I was about to say that Oscar buy the chassis and then buy the body, you save some bucks. Yes, yes. And we'll get into that here in a second as we start to wrap up. Let's see. Derek LeBoy's in the house. And Derek, bro, you've already been on this show, man. Your ride is like the most popular thing that's ever been on the show. That video has gotten more hits than anything we've ever posted, bro. It is fire. Your Monte Carlo flipping over, that's sick. But don't go flipping them all the time, you know what I'm saying? But have a good time with it. 64 is in your future. I hope it happens for you, bro. Census Style asks, question for you guys. I have a Gen 7 Pro. I love it. I'm debating between a Gen 8 and a Marksman. Which would be best? I'm assuming. So, a lot of different options, right? Gen 8 is going to potentially, or is going to crawl completely different than a Marksman. A Marksman is a bigger platform than the Gen 8. Gen 8 being a 10 scale, Marksman being an 8 scale. So if you're okay with the slightly bigger body, I think the Marksman is a fun truck all around. And I even seen somebody recently install a drag racing body on it because of the size. So a short course truck body, and it actually fitted really well. It was a Nova body on it. If you check out our TikTok for under Red Cat Racing, we should be able to find that there as well. Let's see. So then someone asks, can we sell these boxes by themselves? At this time, I venture to say no, not that I know of. But if there's enough need for boxes, it may be something that I can talk to the team so that we can assess if that's something that we can market and put out on the website for people to purchase in the near future. So if there is a need for that, please comment away, let me know. If you're looking to replace your box, then again, if there's enough interest, maybe I can put it on the list of things to talk about with the team. Uzu, what's up, mano? ¿Cómo estás, man? I represent Florida. Let's see. Christopher Shedd, I've been a Lowrider RC fan since day one and love the Lowrider. Hey, that's love. We love that. We love to hear that. Thank you for the support. It's been around even before we were around making them, and we've been very blessed with teaming up with some people that are very, very knowledgeable and gave us the, creative ideas to just go in the direction that we did to then create something that can take the abuse day to day by the people that enjoy them, right? Let's see here. Anthony Martinez says, Oscar, hopefully all is well with you and the family. Thank you so much. I received my green Monte Carlo today from the 30 Days of Deal sale. Hey, representing from Espanola, New Mexico. I love it, man. You guys are awesome in New Mexico, I got to say, man. I have a lot of love and respect for folks from out there. Martin Lada's in the house. What's going on? Felix says he's going to buy a chassis because he's working on a 3D printed body. Man, I love it. So, guys, if you were to buy a 64, you'd be stuck with only one color, as we mentioned. The actual body, clear body kit that we offer for the 64 retails for about $130. So, this chassis coming in, and I wish I could tell you the price, but you guys are going to have to wait till midnight to see it. Just know that this chassis is going to be deducting a price so much that if you were to add this on top of it, you'd be looking at about approximately a 30% savings over what the car costs regularly. But again, that gives you the opportunity to spend the extra money on paint, to start painting it the way you want. Maybe spend that extra money on a set of wheels, mod wheels, Jeffries wheels, whatever you choose to use out there. Our low pros are really great as well. I personally love the mods. I love Jeffries wheels too. I own a few sets. I'm a fan. So there's a lot of great stuff to do as far as that goes. You could potentially, for the price of the $599, you can get the chassis, do your towing parts yourself, get a body painted the color that you want, order a set of wheels, maybe a gold kit if you wanted to install a gold kit, and just completely stand out from the norm out of the box. How cool is that? Maybe get some lower profile tires on it so that you're not sitting on those big stock tires. Again, guys, think about it. If you play your cards right, tomorrow should be, and it's going to happen twice. It's going to happen tomorrow, and it's going to happen again later on in the month. Bringing the calendar back up, you guys will see the LRH chassis go on sale again Thursday right before the end of the month. So if, again, right now it doesn't work for you to do this deal that's going to pop tomorrow and get you into the RC lowrider scene for a fraction of what it normally costs, you guys can hopefully save some money and budget a little bit and potentially look at getting it later on in the month. So that is, in essence, the show for today. Joe Esparza says, jump on it. They're not kidding, man. I'm telling you right now, if you were just teeter-tottering and thinking, should I not? Is this the right time? Is it not? I'm telling you, there is never a wrong time, but I really mean there really is never a wrong time now. Come midnight, you guys are going to see that chassis go up on sale. A lot of people were asking, why are we not offering the black Monty in the sale? Why aren't we offering the blue Monty in the sale? Why aren't we offering this or that? Listen, we have 30 days and we offer over 50 products. It's really hard to get every single one in there. And yes, we used a few of them twice in the sale, but you have to think about it. If we have more of one specific car, of course we're going to try and offer that one up first, right? We're trying to potentially also move product, but in an inclusive way so that everyone can enjoy the hobby. I understand it may not ultimately be the color you want, but for the $100 savings that you can get, like let's say on the Monty alone, it may give you an opportunity to then spend that on a clear body to then paint it any color you want. Again, we don't offer a builder's kit 64, but if you play your cards right in buying one tomorrow in the clear body and some other accessories, for the cost of the $599 that the car costs out of the box, you could end up with the coolest builder's kit RC lowrider. Again, we don't offer a builder's kit, but this is makeshift. You're making your builder's kit. You're buying all the parts separately to make it happen. So choose wisely, make a best decision that fits you and your pocketbooks and your needs. Always remember that we take Affirm, PayPal, and there's also some folks out there that have been asking whether or not these daily deals are going to be valid outside of the US. The answer is yes. Unfortunately, when you make a checkout and you use international shipping, the code does not transfer over during checkout. So if you made a purchase and you did not see the discount come through, email us at sales@redcatracing.com so that we can go ahead and get you taken care of, i.e. Refund or credit, depending on the way you paid. So other than that, I hope the rest of you guys enjoyed the rest of the monthly sale. I hope it goes well for you guys. I hope to see a lot of new faces enjoying the hobby that otherwise may not have done so previously. And I hope that we are your gateway drug to RCing and having a good time with us. I'm going to scroll one more time here. Yoshi says I should put up the boxes, man. I love it. A lot of people are wanting the boxes. That's great. Martin says he's going to buy all the chassis out today. Well, you got to wait till midnight, bro, because if you buy them right now, I mean, yeah, you know what? Buy them now. You're just going to buy them at a higher cost. I'm okay with this. Alex Zamora, I have bodies with gold kit installed. I need to order the chassis. There you go. There's some folks that were lucky enough to buy bodies and get a good deal on them. And yes, we're not going to lie. You can also find some bodies in our scratch and dent that we offer on our eBay page as well. So again, you could potentially end up with a brand new car for a fraction of the cost otherwise. Yes, I agree, Derek. It's a great deal, hands down. Absolutely. And I'm excited because I love seeing more people enjoying the hobby and being a part of it, right? Will there be another deal later this year for the holidays? It's a little too early to tell. We generally do a spring sale. Sometimes we dabble with the winter sale, but I believe this sale is probably the biggest one we've ever done to date, to this extremity and at this length. And to be honest with you, it's going really well. So we may see another one. We may not. I'll hopefully try and get some more information that will allow me to share with you guys in the future on that. Joel Spires said, better jump on it. The 64, if you don't, you're going to miss out. Hey, I'm real talk. Yoshi says, you take tacos for RC Lowriders? I have in the past, but that's a long story. Alex Zamora says, Gil Gutierrez does the best hydro dip. Hey, that's another option to do hydro dipping on some of these. I've seen some stuff out there, and he's right. Gil does some amazing work. So a lot of great stuff going out there. Let's see, Sensei Style. So we have we actually have what's called Red Cat Live, which is what you're watching right now, and we do this weekly every Wednesday, unless whether I'm sick or out at an event getting content and information. So we're always here, same time, same channel, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or sorry. Well, at the moment, it's Pacific Standard Time, but it's Mountain Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. that we go live here on Facebook. And then this episode then gets shared onto YouTube so that it's always there for anyone that wants to see it later on for any reason. Like anyone would want to see this face after the fact. I don't, if you do, there's something wrong with you, just saying. But if you're my wife and you're on here, hi, babe, how you doing? All right. Santos, te saludo, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto. Oh, man. So, guys, with that said, I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much for making this month's sales just an awesome one. I really, again, always look forward to seeing new faces in the hobby, enjoying it to the maximum potential. We look forward to what is going to happen next week, the week after, and we'll keep you guys updated as we go. If I find something else that's coming around that's really cool, like the LRH 285 with the body, I'll definitely highlight it and bring it up to you guys as we go. For all of the rest of you guys out there that are just getting into the hobby and where your first go-to, welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the family, and we hope that you enjoy it to the fullest potential. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Hope the rest of you guys have a blessed week ahead of you guys, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace.